To residency for legal immigrant children, provided they receive a college degree or serve at least 2 years in the military, has been before Congress in some form since 2001. Should the U.S. adopt a policy that would protect young people from deportation if they contribute in some way? Why or why not?
Since being elected to Congress, I have been a supporter of the DREAM Act. Many are young people who came to this country through no fault of their own, think of themselves as Americans. It's essentially the only country they've ever known. Seek to make a contribution to their country, become educated, become gainfully employed, or participate in the military. Not a simple thing, given the fact that we have been engaged in 2 very long-term wars. So they have the potential to be remarkable citizens, and I, as a result, have supported the DREAM Act. Fundamentally, I believe we need comprehensive immigration reform modeled after what Senator McCain and Senator Kennedy proposed a number of years ago. We need to secure our borders. I supported an effort to send additional National Guard troops down there to do just that. I have visited the border. I see what a challenging situation it is. We need to invest in technology because we have great companies in the 3rd District that can help provide that technology. But we also have to ask those who seek citizenship to pay back taxes, to learn English, and to move to the back of the line. But fundamentally, in terms of the young people here, I support the DREAM Act and giving them the opportunity to move forward in their lives.
Rebuttal. Thank you. You know, when I hear about issues like this and hear about immigration reform, I always think, well, you know, we don't need reform, we need enforcement. And I look back to the past examples of when we've been confronted with similar challenges. You know, President Reagan signed the Simpson-Mazzoli bill in 1986 to put 3.6 million immigrants, illegal immigrants, on the path to citizenship. And now we have 30 years later, we have 14 million. And he admitted by his own admission that it was the single biggest mistake of both his administrations. So people come to this country because of magnets. People come here for magnets, and the biggest magnet would be amnesty. So I do not support amnesty in any way, shape, or form. And I think that we need to have stricter enforcement of our current immigration laws on the books. I think we should have E-Verify for our businesses. So when businesses hire people who are here illegally, they're going to pay for it. And again, people come here because of magnets, and there will be no bigger magnet than amnesty.
I do not believe that the young people come here knowing with the intention to become citizens. They come here with their families. It's the only country they know, and they seek to, as they move into their teen years and learn that they do not have legal status, are dismayed by it because they think of themselves as Americans and want to make a contribution to this country. You know, as you look at this district, we are home to gateway cities: Haverhill, Lawrence, Methuen, Lowell, Fitchburg, Gardner. We have absorbed waves of immigrants over many, many years of our history, and people have moved on to contribute to this country in countless ways. My husband was a first-generation Greek American who rose to become a United States Senator and run for the presidency of this country. That being said, we need to put in place comprehensive immigration reform that secures our borders and creates a path to citizenship that asks much of those who seek that citizenship. But in the interim, young people who came to no fault of their own, I support the DREAM Act.
People have come here. People have risked their lives to come here, as Representative Tsongas points out, waves of immigrants. But we're talking about legal immigrants. And this country has been built on immigration, legally. And there is strength in our diversity. Representative Tsongas wants to talk about immigration reform. We don't have immigration enforcement right now. And until we have that, I'm not willing to talk about reform. Again, people come here for magnets, and the single biggest magnet for people to come here will be amnesty. Thank you.
Okay.